Guys,
We have some important news.
what is this?
Endometriosis.
Not what you guys were thinking.
You
Right?
was you was thinking a baby coming, huh? No.
Not yet.
Not yet. So this is the situation.
We're here in Venice to explore the option of doing IVF in Italy.
Yes. We're looking for options actually in United States and
It's really expensive, you guys.
The
I'm
prices,
sure you
man.
know.
you know.
So we decided let's look in Europe in general, and we found a clinic outside of Venice that we are exploring. We're a little bit excited and hesitant, right, Amanda?
Yeah, I mean,
So a little bit of backstory about why we need to do IVF. Okay, so if you didn't know already, I have endometriosis and pretty severe endometriosis that continues to come back after surgery and surgery. Won't get too much into it, but I've had 2 surgeries so far, and it's created a lot of adhesions inside. I have a blocked fallopian tube. I have endometriomas on my right ovary, so it's not happening the good old-fashioned way.
yeah, no.
And so we know from reaching out to other clinics that IVF is the way to go for us. Here we are in Italy, ready to explore the option.
Here in Venice, it is close by to my house, just an hour far away. We said, oh, this is perfect.
It's easier if we know we're coming to visit your family. We can be here, we can do that.
Simple.
Like visit, we can do the clinic here.
Exactly.
It's easier and it's more within our budget. we'll
Yes.
say.
Okay, obviously, if you're gonna follow us this January, we're gonna teach you the process, the how much we spend, and everything. So if you guys have some problems too, or you wanna look in your options, maybe it is different option in the United States.
Hopefully you guys can follow along with us and see the path, how it works.
And hopefully everything go well, and we can help other people.
Now we're gonna head to the clinic and see how it goes, right, Amade?
Yes, let's go. Let's do the step. So we need to take.
Are you ready to go make a baby in Venice?
Yes, I just say it is really like could be stressful.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially go to places and do tests and whatever. But
It's outside of your comfort zone, and
yeah.
you aren't like you don't know what you're doing or where you're going.
Yeah. So yeah, but I'm ready.
It's gonna be a little bit like an adventure.
It's
kinda,
adventure. I want to see after this how I feeling. You know, right
too.
now it's a little bit adventure. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, they said one step of the time.
Right. Right.
Let's do it. The first step. Let's go take the train and the bus.
Okay. Andiamo.
Andiamo. Da Venezia a Venezia Mestre. First step.
Prima il treno, poi
Taxi. Sì, siamo tardi.
Si è riattivato più di 10 anni fa, ma ora la velocità con cui il suolo si sta innalzando è in aumento. Per questo non sono da escludere eventi futuri anche più dirompenti della scossa di magnitudo 4.2.
I don't know why, but I'm a little nervous now. I just don't know what to expect.
Well, yeah. It is. Yeah. Grazie. The guy in taxi was so nice.
He's so nice.
He told us auguri.
Oh, yeah, because he knows what this is.
If you are here, like he was so nice, like kind of respectful and the same auguri ragazzi. Then he didn't make us question, but he figured out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
nice.
so nice. It's a good first
Yeah.
start.
Yes. For the taxi man, 10 points.
Thank you. If you ever see this, you were really nice.
Yes. Eccoci qua. Andiamo, vi facciamo sapere dopo.
Maybe it's very difficult or not possible to reach, you know. Okay.
And that black is fluid or blood?
No, I think that is not blood because as you can see, the color is different. This is total black, and this is gray. So this is ovarian, and maybe endometriomas.
Allora cosa pensi?
I don't know what to think. I'm so overwhelmed. How do you feel?
I think we have in good hands.
I definitely think they're amazing. We are in great hands.
Our-
Everyone there is so wonderful.
Our problem, it is simple. Short time.
Short time.
So do it in everything in couple weeks.
The timing is really difficult.
Is the time you make the pressure, because to be honest, if you have time, you come here to visit, you're doing the test, and then what you're gonna do, you're gonna make another trip, you do all the situation. In a hard situation, because Jessi need to do half a surgery,
And it needs to be in the middle of part 1 and part 2.
Two.
It makes it really complicated.
yes, so
Especially because you have to do all the IVF with your cycle. And it's really hard to plan. Plus with traveling, you have to plan in advance.
the test, because it is one test, you need to come here, and pretty much you need to ship this test before 2.
And it's after 2 here.
And we did at 2:30. Actually, we did at 3. But so this test, let's leave the little. So this test, what can happen? Can go fail because they don't arrive.
Maybe the blood isn't
the-
fresh enough.
It's not fresh enough. Because they propose us to come tomorrow, but tomorrow we leave.
And it was 7 o'clock in the morning. But again, we are a bus and a train away from where our hotel is. Plus, we would have to return, get our stuff. It's really hard to be able to take our flight in the morning.
Yeah,
So we hope that the blood that we took now
it's working.
is going to work for the test.
If not, we need a repeat. And this is going to be a problem because it take a month.
The results take a month.
Yeah, but we
So
can do in US. in
We
case.
can. We need to see how, because it's a very specific test and we don't know the price. We don't know the procedure to get this test. But maybe we can figure it out with a doctor in the
Yeah.
US in the worst case scenario. Hopefully, it's not needed.
Yeah. If
but-
not, my backup plan it is we come back in January, we do the test, and then it's going to be another 3 months, and then it's going to be another half year about that.
I have to say
No
about
idea.
the test one thing. So I was getting my blood drawn, and after 4 vials of blood, I look over because she keeps going. Like,
Yeah.
it keeps going. Like, oh my gosh, how much blood are they taking? 12 vials of blood. I was shocked. She said, don't look, don't look. I'm feeling fine though, but I just couldn't believe there were so many, the piles. She was like, if Alessio saw this, he would probably,
Yeah, I think I take 5.
yeah.
Something
She
like
said
that.
mine was a lot more than
Yeah,
what you had to
yeah.
take because the women are stronger. We can handle it.
Okay, so we come back from the visit. And
yes.
let's say what you think, and then what do you think?
I have to go first.
Okay, I go first. I'm gonna be so.
You go first.
So something I noticed the difference between Italy and US. It is one that I was shocked because always we're talking about this, but the results they give you right there, and you do multiple tests in the same day, so you don't have to go. Oh, we do this in 2 weeks. Oh, we do this
like
in
I have
next
to do
month.
my ultrasounds always like 3 days later. I have to go to a different place in the US. Here, it's boom, ultrasound. Here's your results. Here's everything.
You're there.
All the tests, all the work, everything is.
And then we pay the visit for Jessi and the blood test. No, or just the recommendation was 150.
Some of the blood tests,
Some
some of the analysis, and the ultrasound, and the first consultation for both of us was all 140 euros.
140 years
So like $150.
with Jessi ultrasound. Okay, usually that is already what 500,
350.
350. Wait, 350
just for that.
Just for that, I just say this because always we're talking about, oh, in Italy you're gonna wait months or whatever.
Yeah, this is the one thing you don't wait.
No, you don't wait nothing. Like this is private. You go per, it's private.
Private versus a public clinic.
Public, yeah. They told us public, maybe you're gonna wait, but other tests we need to wait a week for other blood. The test here, in United States, they make you go remove the clothes.
Okay, yeah, this is a big difference. So if you do anything here for gynecology, I wore a dress because I knew ahead of time that they don't give you like a cover, they don't give you a sheet or even like a paper, like those little paper things to cover yourself. No, you are just wide open for anybody in the room. So I wore a dress so that I could use it as kind of like a little
cover,
modesty cover, so that I'm not just sitting there.
Yeah, in Italy, you remove the clothes with the people there, and they don't feel embarrassed. Like,
right.
It's not like, oh, you embarrassed here, they make you cover, they run away. Something I don't like, sometimes it is.
Well, I think if you're prepared for it, it's okay.
It's okay.
But if you're not expecting it and you think like in the US how they say it, and they leave the room, they close the door, you undress, you have your little like blanket thing that covers you up. If you're expecting that and they do this instead where everybody's there and you just have to like strip down, you're going to be a little bit like,
a little bit,
what's
oh
happening?
my God, yeah.
So a dress is helpful because it's like a built-in blanket.
Yeah.
Should we talk about like the ultrasound, like what they found and what we kind of already knew was there?
Yeah.
This was sort of like a confirmation because we'd done some tests already in the US because again, I have a surgery coming up for endometriosis. So it was already kind of, we knew what was going on. But here in Italy, they wanted to have eyes on the situation. We repeated some tests here just so they could see for themselves. So I do have 2 definite endometriomas on the right ovary, and then a fluid or blood-filled fallopian tube on the right side. A lot of free fluid just like in the abdomen that seems to be trapped somehow. They aren't sure if it's because of adhesions or how, but it looks like just a 5 centimeter, he called it the black box.
The black box.
Because on the ultrasound, it looks like a big black square.
Yeah.
And then on the left side, it doesn't look like there's endometriosis over there, but they think because of other surgeries and endometriosis in general, scars have pushed it in the back of the uterus, so it's not in its proper place. So, unfortunately, it might be kind of tricky to do the egg retrieval because the right side gives a risk for a lot of infection if the tube or the endometriosis is punctured, and then all that bad toxic fluid goes everywhere. But the left side, even though it looks good, it's in a difficult place to reach because you'll have the needle that goes through to take the eggs out, and it's like hard to get to.
This, for them, is a big challenge. We need to say.
Well, let's be honest, it's not easy.
Our situation is going to be a challenge. We're going to try anyway. Our plan we made, it is like, now it is September 28, sorry. And then we try to remake everything by November 4th. So now it's
still like short time.
So means that now we need you want to know this because you're gonna see the videos popping up. But in our situation, it's a little bit stressed for the travel, not for the situation. I think we can handle it coming here, go there, to do all because we came from my history we try.
And we can do another video in more detail if you guys want to know about how we've tried so far, our like path for fertility so far. But right now we're like mentally strong.
Yeah, so we have mentally fine, strong, so we can do this.
I feel like we can handle it.
But it's the
timing.
It's the timing.
Because the cycles, it has to be matched with my cycle. You have the medication, you have to start specific days, specific times in the cycle. They have to check you every 3 days. And all of that, like planning it with waiting for some tests, because we have the genetic compatibility test that takes a month to get the results back.
Okay, we did today and we need to wait a month.
So we won't get it back until the end of October, and we want to turn around and like 3 days later start here.
Hey, we need to come here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna book a flight refundable just in case, because it's could be the test. They told us the test can come back and say you need to repeat it. If we need to repeat the test, we cannot do November.
Right.
So
because it's again another month.
Another month. So maybe we do in US. We need to think about that. Maybe we do in US. And we
Send
try
out
to
the
do anyway.
results.
We need to figure out the situation. Come back here. We need to buy the medicine. We can go to the pharmacist here. So in our case, we need to do the medicine United States here. So because the doctor won't check Jessi every maybe 3 days, can everything go well. We need to be here for the situation. So if something happen, we can stop the situation because they don't want to make us, they need to check Jessi all the time and then everything go well. We keep take the medicine. If it's going wrong, they won't interact. So they are really focusing to the healthy way.
Yeah, I appreciate that because they're really
Yeah.
concerned about like not doing things that are unnecessary that might hurt me, like taking too much medicine when the cycle isn't going the way we want it to, and they don't want to harm me by pushing into the endometriosis and
Yeah.
maybe making a really bad septic infection. The other thing I was going to say was about the plan. We want to try and take out the eggs, like do a stimulated cycle, remove the eggs, make embryos, freeze those embryos. Then we'll go into surgery in the US because I'll have to have the bad tube
Clean.
removed, clean up all the endometriosis, clean up all the adhesions. I have to have a little septum removed from my uterus, basically try to put all the anatomy where it needs to be and make everything as good of an atmosphere as possible. Then we'll come back to Italy and do the transfer
Yeah.
of the embryos.
So it's gonna take a while, but
It's kind of a weird split situation.
in my opinion, if we can arrive to the place like, oh, we did the egg retrieval, we good. Because after the surgery in US is fine, and then come back here, it's gonna be fine. It's just now the tempestic.
Because the timing is
the
so tight.
We decide to do so fast just for know you better. This Jessi have this worst pain ever time to have the period.
Oh yeah, we didn't even explain why we're trying to
Yes.
rush it.
So exactly, we try to rush it because Jessi have this worst pain ever.
And it gets worse and worse every
For
time.
20 days. It's not about 5 days, 8 days. It's long. She's good just in 1 week,
Of
a
the
month. And then we're filming all this video. She always holding the pain. She always like that. Like you see in camera, everything is fine. But maybe in the end of the day, she's exhausted. So we're doing a lot of videos for YouTube and whatever. Maybe we film all months. So it's heavy situation. So because we have this heavy situation, we try to do the surgery as soon as possible.
Mm-hmm.
So because we try to do it, plus this endometriosis keep growing.
Right.
So because it's our third surgery, we know how this situation is going. So when we talk about with our surgery, they told us it's much better to do first the egg retrieval and then the surgery, because you need to know, guys, okay, a lot of people don't know this, maybe some people it's obvious, but every time you do surgery, you cut off your chance for making
eggs.
see the eggs,
when
the
they remove-
follicle.
Yeah.
Yes.
The follicles.
The follicles.
Because they'll remove the endometrioma, but when you remove it, you remove tissue. From the ovary too, and it lowers your follicles, which is what you turn into the eggs.
Yes, so my suggestion it is because the first surgery, nobody told us nothing.
We were like, "Ooh."
They told about it was cancer.
Yeah,
They told about it was cancer.
we thought it was cancer, but it
It
wasn't.
was 17 centimetri, and
DHE.
DHE was 2
17 and 10,
and 10. It was, yes, 7 total
which are very large.
large.
So they thought it was some kind of cancer, and we rushed into surgery to try and remove it.
Mm.
And they found it was endometriosis, which thank goodness that's all it was, even though it's its own problem.
Then come back another cyst at both sides, and we do another surgery. But they told us it's a severe situation, pop up again and again and again. We
Because
know
I don't
already.
have it just on my ovaries. I have it inside the abdomen, a little bit on the diaphragm, some behind the rectum, like all in
all
the,
over the place.
it's all over, and they're large lesions.
So we start from a hard situation. So for everybody can follow this video, depend your situation. We try to tell you hard situation to try to help the mistakes that we make, what with decision, you make your own decision. Our big mistake in the past was like not do the double check for see if it was cancer, but they told us it's cancer, go. So we go to the surgery that was specific for cancer. But we have another surgery, but then we need to say today after 2 surgery, Jessi take a test for see
the AMH level, which shows you about like what your ovarian reserve is, and it's a miracle
you
that
have
after 2 huge surgeries with large cysts that I have a 3.0 AMH, which is like
more than average
more than average for a normal.
for normal people from the age after 2 surgeries. So this is a positive thing. Like
They were shocked.
Thank God for the 2 surgery. They said good surgery. So we're happy for this.
Even
But
if we have some bad things, we have some good things.
good
too.
things.
And
But
Alessio is totally good. Everything with you is perfect.
yes, today we check me too. For the second time, we check in US too. We check
so
here.
we know that he doesn't have any issues. So
No,
that's
we
a
don't
good
have the
thing.
issue. So we can. I mean, I prefer have me the issue.
He
Okay,
has
you
some
have.
issues here, but
Yeah. Okay. It is.
but so that we know that I have eggs, but that's the thing, they want to protect that because another surgery might drop that.
Yes,
number.
that's why we do this first for have the surgery, because they found out a month ago. Okay, we need another surgery. So
Yeah,
so we was thinking, oh, let's do the surgery, but then we think about for the mistakes, what happened in 3-4 years if we want a baby. So then we decide, okay, if we go because we was thinking to freeze and then see maybe take hard time.
freeze the eggs,
Freeze the
not
eggs.
embryos.
Yes. But then we think about, I mean, we have 20, because you need to think about this. Even if we start now the process, it's gonna take,
It's not like you have the baby tomorrow.
no, it's gonna take us almost 2 years.
If everything goes well.
So we're talking about 2025, because you need, it's the 9 months the pregnancy, plus the time we take this decision was what, August?
Yeah.
And then take the appointment, come here to do that. So
You have the process and
Process, the
have surgery.
surgery,
I have to recover from
recovery.
surgery.
it's gonna be maybe April. So April, maybe we come back and then we're gonna do this, and then we need to wait another month. So in the long run, it is long time. So
So we felt like it was time to jump.
yeah, so our experience we wanna share with you. If you have some friends, maybe share with them, because you don't need to be embarrassed about have these problems, because I think as some people have feel sorry.
It's a heavy
It's heavy.
thing to go through.
We go even through a miscarriage, me and Jessi.
Yeah.
So
In 2020.
we go in the bottom. Like we were in the bottom. We know how you feeling. We were really, really down, emotionally you down. But then when you touch the bottom, you know, I think then you start thinking about like, okay, I can live even without kids, you know.
Yeah.
And then me
That was our goal, because we got so down
so down.
and we were so consumed by it. Like I was tracking like every minute of every day. I was like, oh, did I do this? Did I do this too much? Did I eat this wrong? Did I not drink enough of this? It was insane. And it was like that for 2 years, just every day.
It's
and-
not
And
healthy.
then you've got all the problems, like every month it doesn't happen. So you're really upset, and then you start again. It's taxing. So we decided after the miscarriage and after a little bit of that situation that we decided, let's take a step back and let's try and see what our lives would look like
And-
without anything, without
Yes.
kids, and find happiness.
Fun happiness with each other,
Right.
Actually we were great. Like we was thinking, oh, we good. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't matter how happen, have it or not have it, we good.
Right.
So after that, we are now more prepared. Like
We feel a little bit more like stronger and
Stronger.
mentally strong and prepared to go forward,
Go for it.
no matter what the outcome might be.
Yeah. And for every person it's different. Somebody touch the bottom, somebody is more maybe strong in the beginning. I mean, it is always I think in the past, if you ask questions, could be bother me. So now, no bother me at all.
Exactly, me too. And I used to always get upset when I was invited to a baby shower, or I saw people
Do you
post
want a
on
kid?
Instagram all the
And
questions.
you say, "Oh, I
Oh,
wish that."
and I see this person's pregnant, or I see people complaining about, oh,
Even
it's
the
so
family.
hard to have a baby, And when you're wanted,
You
it's
say.
really traumatic.
Traumatic.
And you're bombarded from all directions with things like that.
Exactly.
And it can really make you upset. And now, like you said, I'm totally good. Don't have that
No, we don't
that
have
problem anymore. Like I'm
that
always happy.
a year more. Like we are always happy. We have nephews and whatever
Nieces,
nieces. We are
and-
fine. We actually play whatever.
You don't have
But
that heaviness.
you know, if the heaviness, oh, I want me to one. It is like, oh, nice. And then we said, if it's happening, it is
But
happening.
it's been a process to get here. So we
Yeah.
understand if you're in the
All the
middle of
people.
it and how overwhelming it can be and how sad it can be. Just know that we've been in that situation and we get it. You're not alone.
No.
And it took us a lot of time to get to this point
Yeah,
now.
you need to have your time, and you need to tell your mind, find your happiness, and then that is the most important, because the mind is the strong muscle. If you train your mind, okay, you're gonna be happy. Doesn't matter what, because
I think we had to
whatever
find ourselves again.
whatever God give you,
Yeah.
whatever your destiny give you, whatever you believe, or whatever they give you to life, you get it. Okay, you're happy with kids, you're happy with no kids. You need to be happy with what you're gonna do in your life, and don't think about the future. Big mistake. Oh, what happened? I'm gonna be alone. We always think about that too, but we said we take a step back and we decide, okay, we try to do in US. US is really expensive. I said, well, we're going in Italy. We try, no pressure. If it's happen. If not happen, because in US you can have pressure for money too with the cost.
It's a whole
Because
extra layer of
Extra
stress.
layer. So you say, oh, I need to do a loan. A lot of people do a loan for have a baby. It's not guaranteed because the chances is 65%, 68%
At the best.
at
yeah.
the best. So it is like for people it's more stressful that too, because maybe the parents give the money or that. It's something like that. Not everybody
They
born.
take another mortgage, or
Yes.
it's
not everybody have the chance.
and when you have that on top of the physical exhaustion and the emotional stress of it all, it's a lot.
So for us, it was come. We came in Italy, see my family anyway. Gonna take a little bit more steps. We save some miles, points with credit cards for the flights. You can think about that too. You know how to save money and fly for free, because it's what we're gonna do. So you can think about that. You have, or just in the budget is less. You have a vacation with. In our case, we need to come back here. Maybe your case, you have to come back here. You need to just come back the day they make. You can buy the
Right,
medicine
you can do it
all over the
all
place.
in
All
one time.
one time. Exactly. You can do maybe 2 times the visit. They need to do the visit. They do the
Sometimes
test.
they don't even have to do an in-person visit.
Oh no, sometimes
If
not.
everything-
Depends the situation.
Yeah, depends on your specific situation. But because we have to split our cycle with the surgery in the middle, we have to come back
Yeah.
multiple
So
times.
don't think about your situation gonna be like this.
Yeah, it's totally independent,
Yes.
individual.
So I hope this video tell you why we are in Venice. If interesting to you.
It's gonna be a little adventure, guys.
Adventure,
And if you
and-
have questions, please tell us, because it'll help us know what you want us to talk about in future videos
About
about
this
this
situation.
IVF in Italy.
Ok. Ciao ragazzi.
Ciao.